Greetings and hello. Hi, this is Lawrence, and I'm the Blue-Eyed Emperor. And of course, today is Friday, the last full strawberry moon of spring. And just to let you know, there is a wonderful app out there, and I'll leave the name and a link so that you can actually see the moon and its various stages throughout the day, throughout the year, throughout the month. What aspect the moon is in, quarter, full, strawberry moon, blood moon. You get to see all these things, and for me, right, I'm not a big fan of. I'm not saying I don't. For years I listened to Susan Miller, right, for my astrology. You just had to. It's one of those things. And as I talk, I'm gonna begin to put my beads on. So one of the things I did as part of this new beginning, right, because with a full moon, as well as a new moon, several things can happen and should happen for most of us, right? One, the cleansing of any of your spiritual things, like my beads will go in the windowsill today after I finish my readings. As you all know, I was born and raised Catholic, but I don't confuse spirituality with religion, right? They're two totally different things. Doesn't mean that I don't love them. So here is also my religious scapula that has Saint Raphael, and also the Mother Mary. I keep that close with me, my guardian angels. Again, holy water. You just can't beat. You just can't beat back evil, right? I mean, it's everywhere. It's black, white, yellow, brown, green. It's from Mars. It's from Venus. It's in our dimension, right? That we live with these things for right now. That is. And I mean right now. Doesn't mean it's going to always be like that, right? There's going to become a time in the place where you will ascend to a higher level, and when you do, you'll know it. And that's what I think most of us go through life, fearing that ascension. And look at my eyes. If I look tired, you better believe it. So, and I may even put this video part up there too. 2 o'clock in the morning, unbeknownst to me or my son, a woman pulled up in front of our house at 2 a.m. What she didn't realize is I have motion security cameras all around my house. So anything moves, and it alerts me that there's movement, right? So you don't get to go anywhere that I don't know where you're going, anywhere on my property. The funny thing is that she got out with a flashlight, kept her car running in the middle of the street, got out with a flashlight, and started looking in my windows. Not just mine. She went next door, did the same thing. How many windows did she look in last night? I don't know. But talk about crazy, right? Was she trying to find someone? Hope it wasn't me. Hope it wasn't me, because I'm not interested in a person like that. And I hope she found the person she was looking for. But again, a couple things I want to get out of the way. This candle we lit 2 weeks ago that talks about new beginnings, new paths, and this thing was all the way up to here, right? It's taken 2 weeks of non-stop burning, day and night, to get down to this level. I suspect that with our new beginnings, success, health, love, a new path, money, this is about new beginnings, right? Abre caminos. And I'm just saying that, right? This new moon almost makes sense that the tying of this, and hold on, my little baby wants to say hi. Snow, say hi. Hi, Mama. She wants to say hi. Say hi to the camera. Say hi, Snow. Look. She's such adorable puppies. She's looking for cookies right now. Here, here's your cookie. Go eat that somewhere. go off somewhere. Anyways, I do a lot of research. I mean, a lot. I can't even tell you how much research I do. It's a crazy amount. You're probably saying, well, gee whiz, why does this guy have so much time on his hands? Well, I don't have time on my hands. I don't sleep a lot. You know, I can sleep when I'm dead. That's what my parents always told me. So I'm doing that. And yes, I'm taking one of my weightlifting pills to go along. Or part of my new beginnings, because as we know, this coronavirus, right? It's had us all locked up inside. Do I mind that? No, I don't, right? I'd rather be locked inside and be inconvenienced rather rather than someone coughing on me and a week later, 2 days later, I'm dead. Right? Do I think that's going to happen to everybody? No, I don't. So I'm doing a blessing for everybody. I'm going to add this video to everything else. In addition to what I just said right now about new beginnings, it's time to write down those things you want to manifest. Don't write down more than 2. Pick 2 things, get your pen, your paper right now and write it down. And I want you to repeat every day in the morning and before you go to bed, what's on your paper for 1 week. After that 1 week, I want you to burn it and offer it up to Source. So I'm writing down mine. And let me give you an example. So if you have a job like we do, some of us do, some of us don't, but some of us do. If you have a job and you want something, manifest the perfect job. For me, when I say I want to manifest the perfect job is, I want to manifest a job where I go in, where I don't see people of authority, bosses, and I manage a lot of people, but I don't manage it in this form, right? And I see it a lot. Men abusing workers outright because they've been there at the company so long, they just outright abuse them. And they abuse women. They actually sit and plot on calls. And I've been a part of the calls. I adamantly disagree. Said, you people, I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking to myself, you people have got to be crazy. I haven't seen anything like this since Nazi Germany, right? I mean, and the type of plotting and the time spent. They spend more time plotting against other female bosses. Is it only the males? No, I'm sure it's not, but more time plotting against this one female boss than they did actually working or trying to solve problems during the day. Every morning they called me up, wanting to powwow and tell me all this history and story about it. And at one point I said, and not too recently, not too far off in the past, right? Recently I said, hey, listen, I don't even care. I don't want to be a part. I don't even want to be no part of this, right? And luckily I don't report to them. Thank God, because if I did, I would have whooped me some ass, right? Right. So last night I had a very restless sleep because of this woman coming up at 2 o'clock in the morning with flashlights looking at windows. She didn't ring the doorbell, right? If you were looking for somebody, you would ring the doorbell. Why not? What are you looking for? Casing the joint? I don't know. So I just shuffled my angel cards. We'll do that in a little bit. But let's write down. And for me, I'm writing down the perfect job. I want to go to work, the perfect job. I want to go to work where, with lots of money. That's one. Of money and growth. That's my first. Then I'm going to manifest and pray for the perfect counterpart to me, all right? And I don't mean she has to be perfect. I mean perfect in the sense that we blend together well, right? In all things, that we appreciate and respect each other's words. And you better not be chewing on my necklaces. You better not, baby. The perfect counterpart. Notice how I'm going to put counterpart, mate, friend, wife, or all the above. And the reason why I'm writing it like this is because you shouldn't pencil yourself into a corner and say, I'm only willing to accept this. What happens if you ran across the perfect friend? Would you say no? I'd be willing to take that. Sure. You have lots of friends. People, if you have lots of friends, it doesn't matter, right? The perfect friend is the friend that you don't have to worry about, that goes back behind your back and starts calling up and saying, "Oh my gosh, he's doing this or that, or she's doing this or that." And not that I have people, my friends, do that to me. Trust me, I think they're very loyal. In fact, I would absolutely go extremely far to say that and put my hand on the Bible and say that. I know I have a Bible here somewhere real close. Actually, there's one over there. But the other thing I want to talk about is health, right? Make sure my enunciation is good this morning, because the other day I was slipping and looking for words. But my research has yielded, and I just want to say this: our grocery stores are abusing us and causing a lot of our sicknesses and death. So I just watched a scientific, not a tabloid TV, a scientific review of grocery store foods and people who work in the grocery stores themselves that actually came out and confessed. So they would have a cake, let's use a cake for an example, a cake sitting on a shelf for 2 weeks. Well, after 2 weeks and it passed the expiration date, they'd pull it out, change the expiration tag, scrape off the icing or the fruit that's molded, and re-put new fruit or new icing on that, put it back out there for another 2 weeks. They would do that again and again. They do the same thing with the meat. When the meat turns and starts to go bad and smell, what they do is they then put it in like a seasoned meat. They sell it in the form of seasoned meat because then they can cover the smell. And when the meat turns brown and starts to have that greenish color, when you know it's turned, where it starts to build mold and bacteria on it, what they do is they put that meat, again, they put that meat inside, they marinade, right? They turn around and sell it as marinade and change the tags on that again too. Don't ever buy pre-marinated meat at a store. Don't do it because that means it's old, it's bad. Even sometimes the newer, the pre-seasoned or unmarinated meats and chickens and everything, they do this with chicken too. And good God, the stores know they're killing us, but they don't care. The workers are told and forced to do these procedures on this. And it's not just this. There's not just those products, right? It's other products as well too. And they know that it causes cancer and carcinogenics in people, but they don't care, but it boosts profits. Be careful about the things that you put in your body. Make this new moon, not new moon, full moon, because the new moon is coming up, and I'll give you the dates on that too in the description line. The full moon, make this end of the last full moon for spring, the new beginning of a renewed health and a new renewed awareness of what you're putting in your body. Oh my gosh, yes. So I take omega and D and B, and I'll be honest with you, I was guilty of eating the same shit that all of you are. And the level of fecal matter shit that's on the food products because they're being handled so many times, the fruits and everything else, is alarming. I bet you don't even know how much shit you're eating. And they disguise by putting these seasonings and these marinades on these meats so that you can't smell the rot. I seen it. I watched it in a laboratory. I watched an independent laboratory do the testing. I'm telling you, it's a reality. And people across different stores, your major markets. So I actually, and have come in today, I actually buy in meat from a farmer. You know why? Because by the time you get your meat in the store, it's not only went from the farmer, it's went through 6 other people's hands before it even gets to the store. And then what the store does after it, I'm surprised we're still alive at all. We need to change, right? We're fighting for equality for blacks, Mexicans, Chinese, Japanese, other unequal yoked whites. I'm fighting for rights for everybody. I don't give a shit what your color is. I don't care if you're from outer fucking space. I'm still going to fight for your rights. But we need to fight for our rights, even with the foods we eat, the news we watch, the way we participate in our school systems, our districts. Don't be quiet anymore. It's no longer a time where you should remain quiet. That doesn't mean damage and hate. It means love people more now than ever. Now, I just want to get that message out. I'm going to stop the messages here, and I'm going to start readings. I'm going to do Libra, Pisces, and Taurus. Namaste. I'll see you on the other side. Hello. Hi, my name is Lawrence, and I'm the Blue-Eyed Emperor. This reading will be for Pisces on the full moon. June 5th for the month of June. This is the last full moon, the strawberry full moon. You can watch it online. It's actually taking place on the other side of the world. You can actually see it. Here it could be overcast. Where I'm at here in Arizona, it's kind of overcast. Can't see the full moon. We know it's there. It came out at 12 p.m. today. Again, it's going to be a strawberry full moon, which typically in the farmer's calendar was a time for the farmers to know it was time to harvest the strawberries. And they call it the strawberry moon because it has a red hue to it. So please go online and look at that and observe that. Observe today as a day to manifest. Write down on a piece of paper. Read that manifestation every day in the morning when you wake up, when you go to bed at night. Read it every day for 7 days and burn that and give that offering to Source. So, Pisces, who I never do readings for, I'm going to do a reading today. Give me 2 cards, angel cards for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know, spirit guides? What does Pisces need to know? I read energy, not really horoscope signs, just so you guys know. But I'm picking up on the energy. And right now, it's kind of weird. I feel Pisces is, Pisces don't make the best of anything. Pisces, give me that hard energy coming out, though. Hard energy. Give me angel cards. Give me Pisces, yeah. First card out for Pisces. Angel card. What we need to do, opportunity to forgive. Opportunity to forgive. Interesting, I have not pulled this card. This card's not even bent. First time I pulled this, Pisces, so fortunate, right? The stimulation brings you to an opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you to release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. Pisces, I'm going to tell you, you got to be able to forgive. You got to be able to walk away. If you keep harboring that, your life will be a miserable bowl of crap. And you can make a stew with it, right? That's all how much crap it is. Holding anxiety and anger only causes destruction for you. Stop bad-mouthing people. Start loving people up. Love them. If you hate them, love them more. And I don't mean love them like, oh my God, I'm in love with you. Here's my body. Take it. Ravish me. I mean, love them to the point that you say, you've done horrible things to me. Horrible things to me. And I'm a bigger person. I refuse to allow my energy, my levels to descend down to your level. So I'm going to love you. I'm going to give compassion to myself and to you and forgive. Doesn't mean forget. Doesn't mean not walk away. It means forgive. It's time to go. And listen to this. I just said it's time to go, right? And the card pulled out. Time to go. When I said it's time to walk away, right? I said forgive and forgive doesn't mean forget. Doesn't mean not walk away. And the card, angel card pulls out time to go. You have to release this negative pattern. Pisces, you have to stop being a Pisces, wishy-washy, flaky, back and forth. Oh, I love him, I hate him, I love him, I hate him. Or I love her, I hate her. Whatever the energy is, male, female, whatever you want to call it. The energy for Pisces right now is you have to release. You have to release, you have to go. The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with each avenue in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life and know that the sun will rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of new beginnings, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. We are talking about the end of a cycle. It's a full moon. Tomorrow at 6 p.m., that cycle ends. This card is giving you divine guidance about opportunity to forgive and time to walk away from that pain and let it go. Walk away from that pain and let it go, Pisces. Otherwise, if you keep effing around with this, and you're just gonna be on a path of self-destruct. You and those around you. You'll lead yourselves into a tunnel of darkness that it'll take forever to get out of. Pisces. Give me spirit. Give me central energy on Pisces. Pisces, I'm gonna do a little different read from you. I'm gonna do a 4-card spread, and the reason why I'm not gonna do a Celtic cross. I'm being guided, I'm being told that there's an absolute message for you that deals with now. The energies of now and what you need to do for the month of June only. I don't want to, I'm being told, guided not to tell you about past or future. I'm telling you to talk about the immediate right now. I need 4 cards for Pisces. Give me what Pisces needs to know, what's going on in their life right now. How can they heal? How can they move forward? Honor me with this. First card out. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. What do we need to do? 4th card. What does Pisces need to do? How can they grow? Two more cards. Spirit. This is very specific, Pisces. I'm being guided to be very specific. They're telling me to tell you, get straight. I got to get straight to the point with you. And it's almost like the energy is angry. I got to get straight to the point with you, Pisces. Somehow you keep pitter-pattering around. I'm being told I need to be very, very frank with you. Those are the cards fell out. I was only asking for 4, 5 came out. So I was asked to give you, I was told not to tell you anything about the future, not to talk about your past. I was talking about telling you to give you recommendations. We talked about the opportunity to forgive. We talked about it's time to go. Time to walk away from all the pain, the hurt, all the anxiety that you faced and were fearful of. And that, hold on one second. Elijah? Yeah? Your dog's looking for water. Sorry, my son's new puppy coming out here trying to lick iced tea out of my cup. I love dogs, and thank God they're puppies because their breath don't smell. But what's happening, Pisces, and I was being angry, told you, look, the Wheel of Fortune, here's what's got to happen right now, the Wheel of Fortune. This is what you're thinking to yourself. I need the Wheel of Fortune to happen. I want things. I want bigger, better things. Sources tell me to tell you, look, with the Three of Pentacles, focus. And it came out in this order for a reason. Focus on personal growth and perfection. Opportunity to forgive. You're carrying around hate. You're carrying around anger. I don't know, male, female. You're carrying this anger around with you, and it's eating you alive. And it's time to get away from that. And you're wanting the world to fall into your lap right now, this very second. And sources tell me to tell you, be patient, be calm. Focus on the perfect you. Not the perfect them with the Three of Pentacles, right? Perfect yourself. Not the perfect, making them the perfect person, because they'll never be what you're looking for. You'll never be satisfied. The Four of Pentacles, right? It's all about money. It's all about money right now. For some reason, oddly enough, it's all about money. Money this, money that, money this, money that. Learn to be satisfied with what you have in order for you to get the Nine of Cups of emotional fulfillment, right? It could be the emotional fulfillment about money. It could be the emotional fulfillment about sex, the emotional fulfillment about companionship, about relationships. But you'll get this Nine of Cups if you're patient and learn to perfect yourself. Stop living in a lie like you're trying to be a higher energy when you live and talk in the dark as a lower energy. Free yourselves from those burdens with the opportunity to forgive and the time to remove yourself from a situation that you no longer can control, that eats you up internally. And God, Source, Spirit will give you back that childish love of romance, happiness, the perfect family, and all those things that you desire with the Wheel of Fortune, right? But you have to go through this process. You have to go through the Three of Pentacles of self-perfection, learning to love yourself, to blame yourself for allowing yourself to make the mistakes you made in life and relationships, because you pick and chose and had every right to pick and choose just as they did. So stop blaming other people about your choices. Live in the light, live in the truth, live in the reality. That reality you created for yourself. Stop making it all about money. Listen, your life will be just a pigeon shithole of a PennDOT of what life could be in its entirety when you focus on one aspect of it. Emotionally, if you do this thing, follow this process I'm laying out for you right now, you will have emotional abundance and happiness, that total, finally, je ne sais quoi, perfection, reality, life, the totality of happiness. You'll be victorious with the Six of Cups emotionally, spiritually. If you learn to put these other things aside and stop thinking so monocular and start looking through a pair of binoculars, right? Monocular, binocular. I could see twice as much like this than I can like this. You limit your happiness. You limit your spiritual growth. You limit your ability to love when you're monocular in life. Pisces, I send love and light. I send blessings. I ask for peace, guidance, and love for you and those around you. My name is Lawrence. I am the Blue-Eyed Emperor. Until next time, namaste.